The three-day celebrations for the wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are winding down.
They met behind closed doors, far from the cameras, in a world where billions of dollars, media empires and political power intersect. What began as whispers quickly became the most scandalous love story among the world's elite. This isn't just a romance. It's a tale of forbidden passion, media manipulation, luxury beyond imagination, and the creation of a modern dynasty. Today, we uncover how Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's secretive relationship ignited and how it culminated in one of the most extravagant weddings the world has ever seen. The first meeting behind the curtains of power. Jeff Bezos was at the height of his global influence, the founder of Amazon, owner of the Washington Post, and pioneer of space exploration through Blue Origin. Lauren Sanchez, an Emmy Award-winning journalist, helicopter pilot, and media entrepreneur, was moving through elite social circles thanks to her connections in Hollywood and Silicon Valley. Their paths crossed during private gatherings of the ultra-rich, where celebrities mingled with billionaires and media figures flirted with tech moguls. Rumors suggest that their first true encounter was at a secretive private dinner hosted by an international AI consortium, one attended by politicians, royalty, and corporate leaders. Sanchez was there covering the emerging tech revolution. Bezos was there to dominate it. The chemistry was instant, but dangerous. Both were in high-profile relationships. For months, their growing bond remained hidden beneath layers of private jet rendezvous, encrypted messages, and discreet luxury hotel meetings far from the paparazzi's lenses. The affair that shook the elite world. When the affair eventually surfaced, it sent shockwaves through both the media and elite power structures. Paparazzi hunted for every possible image, tabloids published lurid headlines, business rivals whispered about Bezos's vulnerability. But behind the scenes, something far more intricate was happening. Their union threatened existing alliances. Bezos, already a global superpower, now risked losing control over portions of Amazon amid divorce settlements. Lauren's connections to entertainment moguls introduced new power players into Bezos's inner circle. Overnight, the world's most valuable man was balancing love, media warfare, and corporate survival. His eventual divorce from Mackenzie Scott, which resulted in a reported $38 billion settlement, was the most expensive in history. And yet, Bezos emerged even more powerful, surrounded by new global partners, unbound from old restraints. The strategic partnership, love as power play. Many insiders believe that Bezos and Sanchez's relationship transcends mere romance. Together, they form one of the most strategic alliances in modern history. Sanchez brings connections to Hollywood's most influential producers, foreign dignitaries, and new media powerhouses. Bezos commands the data pipelines, logistics networks, and space infrastructure of the 21st century. Their partnership opens doors to private film deals, exclusive international diplomatic channels, and even military-adjacent AI projects that blend Amazon Web Services with defense technologies. While the world obsesses over their public displays of affection, backroom discussions quietly reshape geopolitical and economic landscapes. Their circle grew increasingly exclusive. Gulf royals investing in Blue Origin, European aristocrats eyeing Bezos's AI ventures, and Silicon Valley elites intertwining their fates with this new power couple. The world's richest man was no longer just a lone mogul, he was becoming the nucleus of a global power dynasty. The $11 million wedding, a luxury spectacle. Venice was the chosen stage for their extravagant wedding, and it was no random selection. The city's ancient grandeur, once home to merchant dynasties and secret guilds, reflected Bezos's new role as the modern doge of global commerce. The ceremony unfolded within a 17th-century palazzo on the Grand Canal, drenched in gold leaf, Murano glass chandeliers, and priceless Renaissance art. The cost of the venue alone was rumored to be several $1 million, with additional unreported sums allocated for privacy contracts, sovereign protection, and airspace lockdowns. A hand-selected guest list arrived aboard private yachts and Gulfstream G650ERs. The world's most powerful figures gathered: tech billionaires, European royals, Gulf princes, and Hollywood elite, shielded behind walls of secrecy and guarded by elite private security teams. Custom anti-drone shields were deployed over the wedding airspace, and underwater sensors protected the surrounding canals. Every detail was meticulously controlled, Japanese orchids imported for the ceremony, French royal cellar vintage wines uncorked for the first time in decades, and one-of-a-kind musical performances by the world's most expensive opera stars. The wedding wasn't just a celebration, it was a calculated global statement. The floating empire, Koru as a power symbol. Offshore, Bezos's $500 million mega yacht, Koru, functioned as an auxiliary command center during the week-long wedding festivities, fitted with military-grade encrypted systems, underwater escape pods, and AI-driven surveillance tech. Koru embodied the hybrid of luxury and security required to navigate billionaire life. The yacht served as a floating negotiation room. During private evening cruises, confidential conversations took place regarding emerging AI monopolies, private space station partnerships, orbital mining ventures, and exclusive data alliances involving Amazon's cloud infrastructure. Deals worth untold billions were whispered aboard Koru, far from the reach of governments or journalists. The secretive guest list. Who really attended? Though celebrity media focused on actors and designers, the deeper guest list included key geopolitical players, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, quietly advancing Saudi space and AI initiatives, Elon Musk, discussing potential undisclosed collaborations with Blue Origin, influential European banking families whose hidden wealth continues to shape global finance. Unconfirmed reports suggest representatives from sovereign intelligence agencies were embedded among the guests, observing private alliances forming that could reshape international power balances for decades. This wasn't merely a social gathering, it was a convergence of royalty, secret societies and tech titans, an unofficial summit of 21st century kings and queens. The media manipulation, controlling the narrative. Bezos, as owner of the Washington Post, and with massive media influence, executed a masterclass in narrative control. While the public gossiped about Lauren's couture gowns and romantic gondola rides, real investigative reporting was skillfully deflected. Social media platforms flooded timelines with carefully curated wedding photos, drowning out any deeper analysis. Paparazzi access was tightly restricted. Drones unauthorized to film the ceremony were intercepted and jammed. The spectacle was delivered to the public in perfectly sanitized doses. By controlling the wedding's portrayal, Bezos reinforced his image as a romantic billionaire rather than a calculated power broker orchestrating multi-generational wealth consolidation. The dynasty being built. Observers now see Bezos and Sanchez's marriage as more than personal fulfillment. It is the cornerstone of a modern dynasty. Their children will inherit control of AI platforms, defense cloud systems, lunar exploration infrastructure, and vast media networks. Reports suggest that during the wedding week, confidential discussions took place about elite educational institutions designed to groom this next generation of rulers, teaching geopolitics, cybersecurity, space commerce, and covert diplomacy. A private future aristocracy is being formed, one that will operate above traditional government institutions. This isn't simply love, it's engineered legacy building at the highest level. The modern Doge, a new Venetian empire. Venice itself, once the heart of secretive merchant empires, was a fitting metaphor for Bezos's ascension. In the shadows of ancient guild halls, Bezos reigns not with visible thrones, but with control over invisible data streams, space logistics, and transnational capital flows. Just like the doges of old, Bezos operates behind layers of secrecy, protected by private intelligence networks, legal shields, and global alliances few can even fully comprehend. His wedding was not simply a personal event, it was a coronation of this new era of silent rulers. Love, power, and global dominance. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's story isn't just about romance, it's about how love can become an accelerator for power. How two individuals can combine media influence, technological dominance, and old-world aristocratic connections into a new form of global governance. As fireworks lit the Venetian sky and the public swooned over celebrity gossip, the true world stage shifted beneath the surface. The Bezos-Sanchez union may well be remembered not only as a luxury spectacle, but as the quiet beginning of a modern empire that will shape our world for generations to come. Would you choose love if it meant wielding untouchable power? Could you live under constant surveillance, behind fortified walls of unimaginable wealth? Tell us in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because next time we'll take you even deeper into the unseen world of global elites.